Oddity burrows into the skin as it peels back layers. Oddity is bizarre, patient, and efficiently terrifying. Oddity represents the best of modern horror. As a seasoned horror aficionado with over 3 decades of chills and thrills under my belt, I can confidently say that Damien McCarthy has solidified his place among the modern masters of horror with his latest masterpiece, Oddity. Having been initially captivated by his debut, Caveat, I eagerly awaited this follow-up, and boy, was it worst. Wait. The man who gave you a vision of the second men being the men who goes to boy in a big season. And as one of the most consistently popular movie genres for over a century now, the world of horror movies has evolved in some amazing ways over the decades. Between social media and streaming services that help new generations discover the classics for the first time, mainstream horror has become more popular than ever among contemporary audiences. However, that usually means the demand for major productions and mainstream films is always high. As a devoted horror enthusiast, I've noticed that blockbuster horror films backed by major studios with hefty budgets often overshadow lesser-known foreign or indie productions. However, there's been a growing dissatisfaction among U.S. fans due to the scarcity of high-quality and original horror movies. Surprisingly, one of the best horror films of this year, the Irish production Oddity, has managed to slip under the radar despite its limited budget. Yet it's being hailed as one of the top films in the genre this year. I'll read our review. At present, the eerie film titled Oddity is currently enjoying a 96% critical acclaim on Rotten Tomatoes, leaving both critics and viewers spellbound. The movie's unique charm lies in with its macabre elements that have captured the attention of an ever-growing audience. Despite having a humble production budget, the film boasts an ensemble cast mostly unknown outside of local audiences. Among them are Irish and Welsh actors such as Carolyn Bracken, Gwilym Lee, and T.A.G. Murphy, forming a relatively compact main cast. The storyline revolves around a psychiatrist living in a large old country house. Following the brutal murder of his wife one fateful night while he was alone at the house, her twin sister, a peculiar self-proclaimed psychic medium, starts investigating the mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. In this narrative, I find myself drawn into an unsettling odyssey, where the movie gradually sheds layers, revealing secrets that I never knew were unfolding from the start. This film is a testament to a trend in modern horror that many enthusiasts of the genre are increasingly valuing. The slow burn terror that lingers in one's thoughts long after the credits roll. Put it simply, Oddity skillfully manages to make me shudder, not just on the surface, but delving deep beneath my skin, keeping me edge even during its gradual progression for the initial hour of its 98-minute span. It turns out that a small production like Oddity can deliver more genuine scares than most big-budget horror films from studios, thanks to its smart use of fear elements and avoiding unnecessary excess or over-the-top theatrics. Unlike many modern horrors that focus on jump scares and sensationalism, often resulting in unoriginal productions, Oddity is being praised subtlety and strategic approach, ensuring its frightening scenes are genuinely effective without resorting to tired cliches. Despite moments that can seem peculiar, each scene eventually becomes clearer once the truth is unveiled. The film's bold decision to build suspense gradually at the start works incredibly well. Its scenes are thoughtfully crafted and subtly unsettling, which only adds to its eerie atmosphere. This unique blend of intrigue, creativity, and unease has earned the film acclaim from indie festivals such as South by Southwest and Fantasia. It's been noted that many reviewers have praised Oddity for its originality, as it avoids the use of jump scares and gimmicks much like other films released in 2024, such as Long Legs and Late Night with the Devil. Sheila O'Malley, writing for Roger Ebert, awarded the film 3.5 out of 4 stars, and had this to say about its director. Amy McCarthy, her comparison of it to his first horror film, Caveat, highlights her appreciation for his growth and evolution as a filmmaker. In Caveat, McCarthy's oddity is downright chilling, if not more so. He masterfully instills a persistent feeling of apprehension and outright fear, even by merely focusing the camera on June 17th.
So I just owned the fear of a door slightly ajar. McCarthy demonstrates restraint as a director. He doesn't rush to shock with conventional jump scares. Instead, he carefully nurtures.
Regardless of its limited funds and unrecognized actors, the film Oddity was astonishingly exceptional, truly meriting all the critical acclaim it received, and more. Compared to blockbuster franchises, familiar horror antagonists, or big-budget studio productions in the horror genre, which remain appealing and sought after by fans. It can be a tiresome task to filter through numerous releases each year to find a quality one. In this context, many viewers have grown weary of the search and appreciate indie and international horror movies more, as they've proven capable of creating exceptional horror films. Great consistency. Each version often introduce unique departures from traditional horror tropes. Firstly, there's general consensus among horror enthusiasts that jump scares no longer elicit fear. Certainly not the kind that could earn a horror movie any significant recognition. And some impressive low-budget and independent horror movies have recently emerged, leaving audiences on edge. In many instances, their chilling impact was achieved through clever storytelling rather than relying on a large budget or CGI effects. Movies such as The Witch in the Window, Talk to Me, and You'll Never Find Me are notable examples of this innovative approach to horror filmmaking in the modern era. It appears that major horror studios are struggling to adapt to the modern era, where viewers can easily access a vast array of films from around the world through streaming platforms. This has led to a change in audience expectations, as many horror fans are no longer impressed by the same old cliches found in demon, ghost, or slasher movies that often prioritize jump scares and gore over narrative depth. Oddity, however, is a fantastic example of how fear can be effectively evoked without relying on elaborate special effects or a large budget. You can rent Oddity on Apple TV, Prime Video, and Google Play, with the film set to premiere on Shudder on September 27th.